Welcome to the biggest influences.
And they got a brain, some sort of a parasite. And
look, there's always going to be like one, right? There's always going to be.
We should live in fear. That's what I'm saying. We should just live in fear.
I snort salt water.
I live in Seattle.
Is it real?
Yeah.
What is it? So someone in Seattle, what did they just snort? A man dies of a brain-eating amoeba, possibly from rinsing his sinuses with tap water.
This one is in Florida.
Oh, that's in Florida. So there's more than one.
You heard SteveO's bit about this, right?
No, but if that shit gets in your brain from tap water, like what about when you swallow it?
All right, you have
to boil it?
You saw the Hadza drinking the brown water, right?
Yes.
It's not, that water has like cow poop in it, and like it's disgusting, right? When I met SteveO, he's like, when his family traveled a lot when he was younger, and he said when he goes to other countries, they always tell you don't drink the water in Mexico, don't drink the, and he'd always do it, and so he'd get like crazy diarrhea, get sick. But now he says he has the most insane like gut biome, and and he never gets sick now, which like he seems like he should be dead and he isn't. And so the Hadza have a very similar thing with them. They have an insane micro gut biome, like the most diverse ever. So if I drink that shit, that brown water, I'd be dead.
You'd be fucked.
Yeah, I'd be fucked. You know.
Do you know what Joel Salatin is?
Mm-mm.
Joel Salatin is he's one of those guys who's he does these farms where all the animals on the it's called polyface farms. All the animal on the farms, they all work together. It's like it's called regenerative agriculture.
Yeah.
So there's no pesticides, no herbicides, and it's all just about moving the animals around and having them. And he drinks out of the cattle, those fucking buckets where the cows drink out, those long
trough.
The trough, yeah. He drinks the water out of that for his own gut biome.
All right, so, okay, you're the perfect guy to, you've offered to give me on it shit, but I just buy all of that stuff anyways. Like, in the same way with the oxygenated pool, there's like, you live a life very similar to mine where sometimes we meet people and they go, hey man, if I had your money, this is what I would do, right? They tell you what they would do, right? So, at one point, I'm sitting there winning the video game of money, and I go, you came to my warehouse years ago, right? Like, yeah. I'm like, I had this like 20, 30,000
dope spot downtown. That was dope.
But I was like, dude,
I was like, damn, this is how famous artists should live. This is fucking badass. It was badass. I was like, yeah, that's because if I went over your house and it was like IKEA furniture or some shit, it would be so boring. But you lived exactly how like I would hope that you lived.
Yeah, and I loved it. I bought every car that I want. I just got everything I wanted, and I said, there's something that, so as a rich guy, I should have the best everything. So because I want to live, the longest. So I had state-of-the-art gym, and I think this is 15 years ago or more. Like, you're the first person to ever tell me about float tank. You're like, here's my float tank guy. I had the float tank. I had the UV spa. I had everything. I had the ice bath, all the shit. I had the best, most expensive weights. The smoothie that I'm having every morning is like $1,000. I don't know if it's 1,000, but it has placenta, human placenta.
Jesus.
It has 2 eggs, shell on, not washed. Banana sticker on.
Shell on, not washed.
I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger do it. So banana peel on, like a whole bitter melon, like the most disgusting shake ever. Like every single powder at Erewhon that costs like $100, the $300 like honey, the Manuka honey, Siberian cedar, pine oil, like every single thing that someone says is good. It tastes like shit, and I just down it. And I have like the $600 trainer that shows up to my house, and I realized like it was kind of like I'm gonna live long and be healthy, but like it felt lonely. I'm paying a guy to be here, and like the thing that I was missing in my life was accountability, because there was no I want a life where I have no accountability. I want to be like a kid. I want to be Robin Hood or Peter Pan forever. And so people were like, oh, if money will keep you accountable. If you're paying someone $600 an hour, like you're definitely going to show up to that appointment. I'm like, no, I'm not. So I found this guy, this rogue trainer that like, my friend was like, I know a guy. And I was like, well what's this guy? Like, the money thing's not going to, he's like, he hits you. And I was like, what?
You?
Yeah, he hits you. You got to sign a contract and stuff. And it's like, are you okay because and he only like has like 3 clients and they're all super
They're
rich.
all in the hospital.
Yeah, he's like, you will get into shape, but you have to sign this thing that says I'm allowed to come over to your house. You have to give me a key to your house.
Oh my God.
And so like, and for someone like me who likes pain, I'm like, I don't give a fuck, you know? And so I missed my first, like dude, not exaggerating, I missed it by 2 minutes. Like I had to be there. He runs up the stairs and my mom happened to be stopping at my house to drop off kimchi. So she sees a huge guy, Russian guy, run up the stairs and start pummeling my sternum. And she screams like, ah! And I was like, ah!
Oh my God.
I was like, Mom, I paid this guy to do this.
Oh my God.
And that scared the shit out of me. Like my mom like almost had a heart attack. I was like, Mom, I'm sorry. And then I sat there and I was like, this ain't it. Like, this ain't it, you know? So, and I don't want to give away my exact location, but like currently this might be going further the complete opposite side of the spectrum, but I go to one of the shittiest 24-hour fitnesses in LA. I mean, there's a guy popping zits and shaving his neck and wiping his ass in the sink. There's always a homeless guy in the sauna doing push-ups. Like, it feels like a lot of homeless guys have the pass to this one and they just go there to like shower. There's always someone about to like looking like they're about to give a hand job in the showers or like in the sauna. And once in a while I get recognized or whatever, but I go there with my friends. It's communal, like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know if this is it either. So it's like, it's either running top speed to hunt food with the Hadza, the super, super rich guy program on this side, the kind of like, showering with homeless guys and getting hand jobs at the 24-hour fitness. And I'm like, I want, I have a family now. I want to like have a healthy life where I live, but just, I haven't found, the thing that speaks to me the most is the moving to Africa right now. Maybe not Africa, but like close by where I get to be in like a not populated area where I'm closer to nature. And, I mean, like, once again, dude, only been here for like one night already, but Austin is just, I mean, it's just amazing. Like, this is...
We should probably stop talking about it. Too many people are moving here.
Yeah, and I don't know if they want people that look like this moving here.
Of course they do. It's interesting. What they always say about Austin is keep Austin blue and surrounded. So like what keeps it in check is it's surrounded by real Texas, like real country Texas. But Austin, the city, is very progressive, super progressive. And I think it's a perfect combination because I think the two of them balance each other out and keeps everything in check. Progressive people in Austin are much more reasonable than a lot of the progressive people that I met in LA. It's just a generalization for sure.
It's definitely an anomaly.
They're Texas people.
Right.
You know, it's like there's a deeply rooted independence in this state that came from how difficult it was to settle.
Yeah.
Like there's this fucking amazing book, the Comanche book. What is the name of it, Jamie? Empire of the Summer Moon. Empire of the Summer Moon. It's a fucking insane book about the Comanche who lived here. It's one of the best books I've ever read. I've read it twice.
All right, I'm going to check that out.
It's really good, dude. And it's all about the history of this state was so difficult to conquer because the Comanches were the best at riding horses and they were best at raising horses out of all the Native American tribes. And so they had these massive stockpiles of horses.
Yeah.
And they would ride on the horses and shoot arrows before the guys could get off a second shot. Because the whole thing about old school guns, like muskets.
It was like this shit.
Exactly.
Right?
They kept the arrows in their fingers and they would fire them off one at a time.
You do that shit?
I can't do that, no. But they
like
could do. Yeah, that's crazy shit. But they could do. There's a dude that does it though, Lars Anderson guy.
Faster than shooting a gun.
Yeah, check out this guy. There's this guy, we've had him on before, but he's actually bringing back these old methods that people actually forgot, mostly based on artwork. Like he's looking at these artist renditions of guys with multiple arrows in their fingers.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that was about Empire of the Summer Moon, right?
All right, I got it.
It's in there. But when you see him do it, it's really impressive.
Shit.
Watch how he can do this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he's got them all stacked up there, and he's just lining them all up one at a time.
All right, I got it.
Insane.
I'm gonna come to Austin. I'm gonna learn how to shoot like that. I'm gonna like take.
You'd have to meet that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in Austin. I don't think he's American, right? Isn't he somewhere?
I'll take years to learn to do this, and then I'll bring this skill to the Hadza.
Oh yeah, if they knew it. Well, if you just brought them fucking compound bows, they would be infinitely more successful. But my what I was saying before about them though was that if
did you see that last shot? He was like,
yeah, no, he does crazy shit.
He was like on the horse, like.
But look, he can run and do this. It's really impressive. See, look, he's on a horse and
his face is just so monotone. He's just like.
They think that's how the Mongols did it too, and there's even some really ancient photos of hieroglyphs in Egypt that depict arrows that are held in a similar way. So they think. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's not like he's the first guy to figure this out.
I mean,
pretty interesting shit.
Austin. Like, I don't know any of that history, but like it is definitely, I've never been to a place like this. It's like surrounded by all this like red parts of Texas. Mm-hmm. It's just.
That's where the balance comes in, though.
It feels loving. Like the people, like just in like the lady at the hotel and the restaurant, like everyone's super nice. You're not that landlocked because you could like, it's 2 hours away to the water.
Right.
I don't know. It's like, I'm feeling it, you know? As long as like there's some place where I could get kimchi, like I'm good.
I'm sure there is.
Dude, I have a question for you that you're the perfect person to ask for this because people that don't know this about Joe Rogan used to be an actor.
Well, I've done some acting. I wasn't very good at it. I was good at sitcom acting. I never did like real acting.
No, you went hard like on news radio and like.
But that's sitcom acting's not hard, man. It's like the hard shit is like Daniel Day-Lewis, Joaquin Phoenix acting. Okay. That's hard acting. But like just playing a guy and saying a funny line.
So you don't act anymore?
Easy. No.
And like there's no project that you would come back to.
I'm not interested in it. It's
so
just
like
it's
Scorsese
okay,
or anybody.
It's not a negative on acting. I mean, I love movies. You know, I love great acting. I just don't like to do it. It's just too many hours. It takes too long. It's not what I'm interested in. You know, I'm more interested in podcasts and stand up, and I don't have enough time to do anything else other than UFC commentary.
So there's no project you can think of.
I'm just not interested.
If it was like a one-day shoot or something.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah. There's other. I don't want to play baseball either. It doesn't mean I hate baseball. I'm just not interested.
Okay, well,
like I don't want to do anything like just because it's a job. You know, and that's what it would be.
So last time I came on here, I was like, maybe in private, I've always told you like a little less with the UFC stuff, and maybe like try to get into painting. And you're like, I'm not interested in painting unless, you know, I don't do anything halfway. Like I want to go in, right?
Yeah.
And like, I can't even remember the last time I was on Howard Stern, but it was like 15 years ago or something, and either I said it on the show or after it ended, I was like, because I know he's interested in chess and photography and whatever, I just was like, he has like the soul of an artist, and I was like, you should get into painting. And now like it's sad for me because I feel like he should have also got out while he was ahead, like whenever his contract ended, he should have stopped. He's kind of feeling to me like my dad talking at me or down to me now.
He does a little bit of that.
But his watercolors...
I think that's a natural thing that happens to old men, though.
Jamie, if you could find
I'm probably going to be doing that soon.
Oh, definitely. I hope not, though.
I'm going to be talking down to people soon. Youngins, get
I think you'll be more accepting of being talked down to if someone looks like this.
Yes.
But his watercolors...
just joking about that, of course.
His watercolors, he just like paints all the time now. And they're better than most like artists.
I'm sure.
He's
a brilliant guy.
He like went into it hard, you know?
Look, that guy is responsible for all this. If it wasn't for him, we got ahead of the game.
Yeah,
because of the Howard Stern show. That's very good. This is recent?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so how long did he take to be able to paint like this?
I think he just dedicated like 10 years to it, you know? Wow. And he's like, and it's honestly probably why he's not that good at broadcasting anymore, because
Because he's interested in
Yeah,
that.
because he's like, and you could tell, like, that's a
really
lot.
good,
It's
man.
really good, right?
It's really good. Like perspective.
I mean,
shading.
I offered
everything.
him art lessons after I did his show. I was like, hey, dude, if you ever want to, like, and he's like, I'm not even close
Look at that.
to. It's great. Like,
You might be right about that. Maybe that's like his primary focus now.
So I always remember,
But it's also probably like that's why he doesn't go into town. I mean,
look at that shit, dude. He's like, and those things are tiny. Those are like with those tiny brushes, and
it's really incredible. It's really incredible. But of course, it just like makes sense. Like when I heard that he was like really into chess, I was like, oh, of course he is. That makes sense. It's like whatever led him to figure out how to be the biggest broadcaster in history, that kind of energy could apply to anything. And you're seeing that with
if you're doing that, then it's like that took away from, you only have certain hours in the day.
Right.
And like, that's not like a casual, like he's going for it.
Right.
Like that's like, he could sell those in a gallery, right?
Subscribe to Biggest Influences today.